Good morning, all. Happy Friday. Cheers. Clink. I'm so random. I am a random person. I gotta go to the bank. I swear. I said out loud to my family. I said, I wish they would pick on people their own size. Their own size. For example, like, you got a problem with me, pick on me. By the grace of God, I have the strength to carry it. Thankfully. It's been a hard road. It's still hard. But every day I evolve stronger by the grace of God. But when it comes to my son, it's just ridiculous. Just the systematic abuse that surrounded us for so long. It's so evident. It really is. We can keep shaping the narrative. We can keep pretending. We can keep doing all these illusions. It can all, by all means, happen clearly. That's a part of it, but I just wish people would pick on people their own size. I really do. You know, some people are just not at the capacity level to have a full understanding, especially when it comes to our youth, and how easily swayed they are, how easily influenced they are. We were all there once. I know I was. And so it's just one of those things. That said, I open my Bible up to Matthew. That was my ex-husband's name. Such a jewel he was. Such a jewel. Learned a lot in that season, to say the least. That said, I opened it up to Matthew 6:32, and what struck my eye, what caught my eye was, do not judge. Do not judge. Matthew 7, judge not that you be not judged. For with what judgment you judge, you will be judged. And with the same measure you use, it will be measured back to you. It's that duality. You know, what above, so below. How you treat others is how you're going to be treated. How you judge others is how you're going to be judged. These are all things I had to mirror within myself when I went and looked at that mirror. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eyes, brother, but do not consider the plank in your own eye? Or how can you say to your brother, let me remove the speck out of your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite. First remove the plank from your eye, then you will see clearly to remove the speck out of your brother's eyes. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before the swine, lest the temple them under their feet and turn and tear you into pieces. It will turn and tear you into pieces. It truly will. And I believe what it's saying here for me personally is, until you can clearly remove the speck out of your eye, you won't be able to clearly be able to see people clearly. Because you carry a judgmental eye for other people, you're going to judge yourself harshly. And so until you can look at yourself clearly, you're not going to be able to look at other people clearly. It's just the common law of universal laws. It truly is in different ways, and it's what God and Jesus ran on. Love thy brother, love thy sister. We all make mistakes. We're all humans. A lot of people make bigger mistakes than others. A lot of people move in a nature that's very disappointing, just on basic humanity. Clearly, that's evident. However, it's not our job. We were not put on this earth, you know. We're put on this earth to love unconditionally, forgive at all costs, and advocate and speak obviously on truth, especially in justice. But it's one of those things you have to be understanding of, recognizing if you're going to judge others, be ready for people to judge you. And that was a hard look for myself as well. When I walked through all of this the last few years, just understanding the true grasp of everything, and the bigger picture of it all, And recognizing, okay, well, there's a reason why I'm being judged so harshly. Maybe there's periods in my life where I felt like I was judging harshly. Clearly, I wouldn't be walking in it if that wasn't the case. So there was things that I needed to revisit and cleanse within myself. And you have to have the ability to have that harsh conversation with yourself and be able to be transparent about that. You know, not everybody is the same. We overgeneralize what we expect and how we expect people to act, but they're completely different than you. Not everybody is like you. Not everybody was raised like you. Not everybody has been through the same things you've been through. And so it's one of those things. Obviously, there's going to be a difference in the nature of the beast of just who a person is and how they articulate things, how they move through life. Everybody's very different. That's what makes us wonderfully and uniquely made in the image of his eyes. And it's one of those things. It's one of those things. I think that if we got to a better place and people quit passing judgment, especially unnecessary judgment, and just start having genuine conversations. Oh my gosh, I watched Ian Carroll's video. He was talking about the interview. I think his name's Owen with Tucker. It's a great interview. Oh my gosh, I loved the whole thing. I would have loved to sit at the table with both of them and just like totally dig deep into that conversation. Owen is such on a higher frequency, and I love it. It's a hard watch for people when you're not quite on that level of understanding, but you'll get there in your own time, or you won't, and that's okay too. It's one of those things. We have to give people space. Allow the evolution of what we're walking through to be revealed to you in the way that it's supposed to be revealed. There's so much going on right now. There's so many events. There's so many false flags. There's so many assassination attempts. There's so many look over here, but really it's over here, right? There's just so much. There's so much. And it's one of those things that's because a lot of people are really, truth be told, a lot of the reason why we're going through a lot of this stuff is because people are just fighting their consciousness. People are fighting the reality of what they truly know to be right. And they're just not ready to accept it, you know? And one of those things when you go through your walk of just different ventures of your path, your spiritual journey, your purpose that we all have a design purpose for, there's a portion in that walk where you have to truly repent with God and repent with yourself. And take accountability that you are not right. You've not always been right, and you're not going to be right in the future. And there's always room for growth. There's always lessons, particularly if you're on the factor of you're judging people and you haven't even had a conversation with them. That's the hardest part with me. I guarantee you, if we went down the aisle, right, and we had conversations with a lot of these people in the government, which are clearly they're in chains, figuratively, and whether it's blackmail chains or whether it's money chains, it's chains. And some of them are most likely scared of losing their life, clearly. I don't fault them for that, but you have to get to that place in your life where you move in no fear. Because when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And if somebody takes you out because you're speaking the truth, wouldn't you want to go down for that reason? Instead of live a life here on earth controlled by them, where they control your every move, what you say, what you don't say, who you're with, who you're not with. Everybody's going to have a perception of you. You have to accept that reality. Everybody's going to have their own perception of you. And if people choose to carry a perception over you of things that they heard, things that they see, things that other people have manipulated and created illusions around you, then that's just something that you're going to have to allow it to flow how it's supposed to flow. You cannot control these things. And this is what's so crazy to me, is we have to remove ourselves from the ability of wanting to control what other people think of us, because you're really just being chained at that moment. And so I hope this video resonated, but yeah, I thought it was interesting that I opened it up to judgment. And so I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday, and cheers. What's today? Today's the 29th. Alrighty, May 29th. Whew. I wrote April on here. My days roll together. I think everybody's days roll together right now. I have to say, the news was just on Fox News, and they were talking about, what did he say? It's the best gift. It's the most important gift. It's talking about leaving money. I'm like, of course they would say that in reference to a Roth IRA and all this stuff. Yeah, leaving money is the best gift. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's connection. It's genuineness. We've got to get away from this whole money